we're going live on Instagram as well. How is everyone doing, guys? I just want to wish you, I'm going to kneel down so you can both see me. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a fantastic time, regardless of where you are in the world. Today, we have obviously a new week, and I made a promise to you guys that I'm going to be popping in once a day for 10 minutes to show you how you can feel better in just 10 minutes. So I'm new to this. I've given a lot of speeches, a lot of presentations, a lot of key PowerPoints, but I don't often go live in my living room to do workouts. So I hope that we can get many people joining again. We've got Max, we've got other people joining. I want to send you guys a wave, and I hope you guys are ready. It's going to be a 10-minute workout. And like I said, it's been a challenging year for all of us. I think we've had some ups, we've had some downs. However, as I'm doing the workout today, I'll be talking about mindset as well. And I'll be talking about the difference between having a fixed mindset versus the difference between developing what we call a growth mindset. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're pumped because we're going to get a sweat on today. This is not necessarily a workout for beginners, so accept the challenge. However, it doesn't matter. There's always an alternative. Even if you just take part in doing a little bit of just moving your arms up and down, or just a little bit of running on the spot, or just going from sitting to standing, it still makes a difference, because you've got to realize that it's the tiny, incremental, small changes that makes you successful in life. There isn't a magic pill. There is no quick fixes to anything related to health, to happiness, to well-being, to success, to relationships, and so on. But without further ado, I'm not going to keep preaching on you guys. I just want to show you that this week we have a few topics coming up. I want to show you how to snap out of negative thought patterns, which will be later on in the week. We have the 1st of January 2021 on Friday, so I've got a special show where I want to share a couple of strategies for a winning mindset for next year. Obviously, we've got the workout today. We've got loads of people joining. I love you guys. By the way, guys, I'm just going to give you a wave to all of you. Hey, Steph, hope everything is well. Guys, tell me where you're joining from. I'm activating the comments as well, so you guys can comment on here. Hi, friends. Hey, how is it going? Listen, guys, I'm no better than you, by the way. I'm no different than you. I just have been through a lot of shit in my life, excuse the French, which means that I luckily developed a positive mindset towards my health and my well-being, as opposed to dwelling on my past. This is like a recipe for disaster if we keep living in the past, or if we, sorry, one of my good friends has said, I'm making my co-workers watch you. So I feel a little bit nervous now, but we'll shake it off. Anyways, I wanted to say that I want to share a story with you that I've not told many people, just my family and my good friends know this, but you may look at me, I'm in my early 30s, and I've got a bunch of businesses, and I'm what looks like healthy and confident, but this was a massive disguise. When I was 17, just going into university to study for 5 years to become a qualified doctor of chiropractic, which was crazy painful. Something happened. I woke up one morning and I had like a slight swelling on this side of my jaw, and it was quite painful. But I'm not going to bore you too much about this. Basically, I was quite confident young fella with girls, with relationships. I've just moved to England, so I couldn't speak English, but it didn't really matter at that point. Anyways, for those of you who think that I don't understand your pain, or I don't understand where you are at the minute with your health struggles, I promise you, I get you to an extent. Now, this is what happened. So day one, I went to the dentist. They said, we think you have an abscess, but I'm like, I'm not getting any tooth pain per se. It's my jaw. One thing led to another. Months after months of investigations, they find that I've got this really rare tumor, which is developing in my jaw. By the time they found that I had it, it was, guys, I kid you not, it was the size of like a tennis ball. So it was huge. It was just coming down here. And I went from being this super confident guy, just going into university, meeting new people, developing new relationships, to completely like going into my own little bubble, right? Now, that's where the magic happens, because eventually this like got cut out. I had loads of surgeries and stuff. I got, like, you can't see, but I got a scar here. So I'm super happy. But I don't know what I would have been like if this didn't happen to me and I didn't develop a mindset of nothing good in life comes easy. Stop thinking that people owe you shit. When no one owes you anything, you have to go and get it yourself. Which reminds me, we have a workout to do. So I just wanted to show you guys that it doesn't matter how bad things are. It doesn't matter how good things are. Life is just full of ups and downs. So if we can teach you how to manage the downs, we should have some amazing results for a lifetime, So 10 minutes of workout. Make sure you guys are nice and ready. I've done my stretching beforehand. We have 5 exercises, 1 minute of exercise, and then you're resting for 1 minute. And you're trying to push your limits as much as you can, but stay in the safe zone. So don't obviously go crazy if you're not feeling well. So the first exercise is going to be high knees. So we're going to be running on the spot, and you're going to lift your knees as high as you can, which activates your core muscles. It's called a functional exercise. So for those of you who are used to going to the gym and just doing this and doing this with weights, fine. However, functional exercises mean that they become very useful day-to-day stuff. Example, I was just driving off, saying bye to my girlfriend. She was going to go to her work today, and her car breaks down, but I've already driven off. So I see, like, on my center mirror, I see this girl running towards me up a hill, because we live on the bottom of a hill. She's like waving and shouting, saying stop. That is a functional exercise. She was able to run up a hill, which is like a big hill. And if she was just doing squats in the gym, that is not the most helpful thing to functional stuff. So I'm a big fan of functional movements and exercises that make you feel better, save your joints, and make you look good as well. So that's going to be exercise number 1. It's going to be high knees. The second one is going to be what we call side plank raises. This is not for beginners. So you'll be on your heels, you'll be on the arms straight, you'll be dropping your hip down as much as you can, and you'll be squeezing your abs on the side. We'll be alternating this side as well. The third exercise, got my diary because I'm organized. Third exercise is going to be diamond push-ups. This is where your hands are close together. You're going down for a push-up. You squeeze really tight. It's good for upper body strength, for shoulder strength, and so on. I've got my timer as well, so make sure I keep you guys accountable. Exercise number 4 is going to be what's called lunges, but we're going to be jumping and switching the lunges, which is really good exercise for your core muscles and your butt muscles, for those of you who care about your butts. And the final one is going to be side-to-side jumping squats, which is one of my favorite exercises, where you go down for a squat, but you jump to the side and you really work the legs. Because when you have good strong legs and good strong core muscles, everything else works well. Now, you have to excuse me. I've had 3 days of eating and resting. I've done a few runs, but I've not done a workout for like 3 days. So I hope I struggle with you guys too, because when you can understand what struggle means, when you're happy, you really appreciate happiness. Hope you guys are ready. I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. Remember, the first exercise is high knees. In between the exercises, I'll be talking to you about mindset and how you can hopefully, whoa, we've got loads of people joining, how we can hopefully alter your mindset for 2021. We have, obviously, my colleague, Lula, who's also helping me with these workouts. So if you see me having to stop at some point, it's because my puppies decided to join us. All right, guys, let's go. 1 minute. Right, guys. By the way, this exercise is also super good for actually warming up, getting all the blood going, getting your joints to move, getting your muscles to start contracting and relaxing. But take it, like, literally take it in your own pace. You can go up, down, up, down. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Just depends on your level of fitness and level of performance. Let's go. We've got 20 seconds left. I told you. You can even twist on the top, which means that you're getting these nice V-shaped muscles going. And my house is like 22 degrees as well. And stop. Sweet. Right, so we're getting 1 minute rest. Remember, next exercise, is going to be the side plank going up. But fixed mindset, what is that all about? Why do we have fixed mindsets? Fixed mindsets come from, by the way, I'm out of there already. It's not your fault. Fixed mindsets are quite often the excuse of thinking, well, because my mum is this way, or because my dad is this way, it's in my genes. But that's a poor excuse, because it means that you're completely passing on the responsibility not to yourself, but to the outside environment, which means if you want to get fitter, but let's say your grandma is overweight, you'd be like, well, it's just in the genes. Or if you want to become more successful in your career, you might say to you, if you have a fixed mindset, it doesn't matter how hard I try, there's going to be always someone smarter than me. Plus, nobody in my family has ever gone to university or started their own business. Bullshit. Like, I'm a prime example of starting everything from scratch and somehow leading to a good quality of life for now, which leads me to believe that if someone from Bulgaria can move to England without a word of English, develop a massive tumor on his face, knocks his confidence down when he goes to university, learns the language, gets his health back, opens a business in 2 and 3, and still manages to get like good quality time with family and friends, anybody can do it. So I'm not here to brag about my life. I'm here to kind of inspire people that it's just a tiny little habits that you create every single day that actually shape your life in the future. That is the first point that I want to emphasize on. You have the power to change your mindset, guys. Exercise number 2. Woo. Hope you're ready. So what we'll do is we'll do 30 seconds on the left and 30 seconds on the right, starting from now. Let's go. So the best option is to have your arm on your pelvis, on the opposite side. I want you to really squeeze the side muscles. They're called the transverse abdominis, which are a big, big part of your core muscles. Forget about your abs. The abs will show up when you have a good diet. Let's work on the core. 21, got 9 seconds left on this side, and then we're going to switch and do exactly the same. If you want to make it easier, go on your knees and do the same thing. If you want to make it harder, you can lift your arm and do that. Even if you want to make it more hard, you can lift the leg at the same time. I want you to switch the sides now. We're going on the right side. I honestly feel like one of those YouTubers, guys, doing live workouts. It's pretty embarrassing, but I will keep reminding myself that I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this to inspire people like yourself. Someone who just needs a little push. Someone who just needs a little bit of positivity in their life to take that first step, to get themselves a coach, to get themselves a program, to get themselves just, and you can stop. You know, it's crazy when you actually look at some studies about, this is controversial, but I think it makes a good point. If you look at studies about prisoners, for example, people that have been bad people, quote unquote, quite often someone being homeless or being in prison and someone who's very successful, it's just like 1 or 2 events in their life that make that difference. But here's my argument. That 1 or 2 events that happened were precipitated hugely by the buildup of the small habits that they have day to day. So whether you create a good lifestyle, a bad lifestyle, a fixed mindset, or a growth mindset, it boils down to simple things like consistency. How do you create consistency? Well, first of all, you put some crazy ass goals that you want to achieve that will bring meaning to your life. One of the people watching here, I love her to bits. She's the most caring person I've ever met. She's just adopting a dog from Eastern Europe. She's never met the dog. She has not had dogs for a long time, but she's such a caring person, and that dog will bring so much meaning to her, but also the impact that the dog will have a fantastic life is life-changing. That means that she has to keep her knee joints healthy to be able to go for a walk. She needs to keep her lower back healthy to be able to pick up the dog and groom him and so on. So put a goal that is beyond the importance of you. You are just an entity, and we're all selfish to an extent, in me, myself included. However, if your goals are bigger than you, for example, my goal, I want to make health go viral. how on earth am I going to do that if I just keep talking about what I want, what I need? My puppy's licking my toes. Sorry, guys. So I want you to think about this fixed concept of having a fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. And we have diamond push-ups. Let's go. Arms close to your chest. We're getting on the floor, and the elbows should be going out and up. And you're doing that for 1 minute. An easier way to do that is get on your knees. So rather than having the legs straight, get on your knees and you're just pushing down and up. Now, it's an amazing exercise to define your tricep muscles, to define your shoulders. On the top, I want you to squeeze the chest. The core is intact at all times, so your body should be like a log, it should be straight. You shouldn't have any kinks in your lower back or your mid back. I want you to keep going, guys. I've not commented yet on my weird sound effects that I make as I exercise, but you'll get to know me. By the way, so I don't know if anybody else out there talks about your mental well-being whilst exercising. Maybe I'm the first one. Don't want to say anything new, but what I want to say is it's not just about your physical fitness, guys. Some people are saying I can't do those, but I can do the cycling. Awesome, that's all we want. We just want people to take part in something that will create positivity in your life, that will create something that I always call like an asset that your future self will be thanking you for. Hope you guys are having fun. We have 15 seconds of resting, and we're jumping onto the switching lunges. I'm going to show you how they work in a minute. Guys, comment below and tell me, what is the biggest aha thing from this video? Tell me one thing that you want to change based on what we've said so far. Because this information is useful. I hope it's helping people. However, unless you put it into action, it doesn't make much of a difference. Let's go. Jumping lunges, and we're alternating. So going from there to there. From the side, it should look like this. So you have your knee at about 90 degrees. Make sure the joint is nice and supported. Whoops. Let's press start. Just keep going. You can go really quick if you want, or you can go slow. If you can't jump, you can do this. And then just bring the legs together. If you jump, obviously you're putting more pressure on the muscles, which means you're burning more calories. It's more functional exercise. I'll do this way so I can actually talk to you guys. One of my least favorite exercises, but kind of one of my favorites. Keep going. At this point, your thighs should be burning. And I don't want you to just watch me. I want you to join me. Awesome. Okay. And then we have 1 minute rest. And then we have one more exercise of today's session. What do we have here? Got more people joining. Hey guys. I want to find out, by the way, people on Instagram especially, where are you guys joining from? We have a couple of people from England, UK. We have a couple of people from America. Or if you're on Facebook, let me know. Facebook is more about some of my private clients that we have. We have a page called the Better Brain page, or the Ultimate Health Academy. I post loads of videos there and content. I also have a YouTube channel. Not very good at YouTube. I've got Brussels. That's awesome. How are things in Brussels, by the way, at the minute? You guys always have your shit together. Unlike us in the UK here, are struggling with our lockdowns. We're in tier 4, which means where I live in the UK, we're not allowed to go to gyms anymore. So you guys will be seeing me a lot more often on here, trying to inspire people to be healthy. Okay, final round. And I have a little message to share with you after that. Let's go. Side to side, jumping squats. So it's a really functional exercise. I used to play a lot of sports when I was younger, and I make myself sound so old. And this was one of a really good exercise to be able to change direction really quickly. If you want to do it slowly, it looks like this. Feet come together to the side, you push off this leg to the jump, and you can go 1 or 2, or you can go in the middle, and then this way. There, there. You can hear the breathing is going. Lilo is looking at me like I'm crazy, by the way. You can't see her, she's right here. 10 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Another exercise completed. Another workout completed. Guys, if you want me to do more of these videos, let me know in the comments or drop me a message after this. If you want me to do more content on motivation, mindset, inspiration, drop me a message. Because remember what I said to begin with, I'm not doing these for myself, I'm doing these for people like you. People who want to stay active, people who have a bigger vision for their later on life, who want to be healthy. Think about this as a concept. I'm going to leave you with this. Imagine your life is a long graph. It's just a line. All right. So you have one circle and another circle. This first one is when you were, I don't know if you guys can see. This is when you were born. This is when you die. Born, die. You've got about 80 years here. If you're lucky, if you're a woman, a little bit more. If you're a man, a little bit less. We tend to be more risky and more unhealthy. Okay, here's the thing. From this point, when you're born, to about this point, which is when you go to school, apparently, people are super happy. It's the highest level of happiness that people have before they start to work. Then from here to about here, so about 65 years of age, you are working. You're working your ass off to pay the bills, to pay the, I don't know, utility bills, the car, the insurances, and you're playing the rules by someone else's terms. And then we tend to make excuses. Oh, they said this, they said that. And then from here to here, people retire, which is in the last 10, 20 years of their life. But by this point, they're super unhealthy. They have diabetes, they have varicose veins, they have arthritis, they have different types of cardiovascular issues. We call them chronic problems, chronic health conditions. So what if we change it? What if you look after yourself at the beginning of your life and throughout your younger years? Which is what we call investment. Invest in your health. Do something today that yourself, your beautiful self, will thank tomorrow. On that note, thank you for joining, guys. Just remember, it's all in your mindset. If you can change your mindset, you can change the world around you. Peace out. Bye, guys.